Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back. I am Dr. Labib from Dr. Labib's Academy. Okay. Today we are going to have from ACCA Financial Management Section A Working Capital Management. We have done in the last class, in the last session, we have done almost 14 questions till 58. This is the fourth series of 20 lectures. Okay, you can identify with these numbers. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Likewise, every time I will give you the series, and this is makes the real identification, 4 5 6 like that. I kindly request you all to subscribe to my channel, share this channel, put your comments, write your comments in either way, how best we can improve it, and most importantly, at least watch till the end, and if you like it, just press the like button. Okay. Before we are going to work it out. I will just revise what we have done in the till now with respect to what? With respect to working capital management. See, what is the working capital management? When we are talking about the working capital management, it is current assets minus current liabilities. Is it right? You have, see, technically speaking, it is we have a good command over liquidity ratios. We have good command with respect to the liquidity ratios, and most importantly with the efficiency ratios in the ratio analysis. Is it? In the ratio analysis, in liquidity ratio we have done with respect to current ratio and quick ratio, whereas in terms of efficiency ratios we have done with respect to inventory turnover days, we have done with respect to receivables collection period and payables payment period. Okay. This much we have done in the previous sessions, and apart from that we have done something related to cash operating cycle, how fast we can convert cash to cash. That is very important. Is it right? How fast we have convert. What is the formula for cash conversion cycle? Cash conversion cycle is nothing but inventory days plus receivable days. Is it? Receivable days minus payable days. Fine. This much we have to do. See, the thing is, if the cash operating cycle is less, the impact is the profitability will be more. Okay, this is one of the rules which we can use all over the place. Now, coming back to this, the question number 59. Okay, generally increasing payables days suggest advantage is being taken by available credit, but there are risks involved. Which of the following is unlikely to be one of the risks involved? See what it says. See, this is the way it will work. Okay, this is the way it will work. How it will work? See, whenever they are going to give us credit, okay, there is a very clear cut structure. 0 days, is it? 0 days you have 30 days, is it? You have 30 days, is it? You have 60 days, is it? You have 90 days. Maximum 90 days credit will be given. If 90 days credit is given, it is 0 discount. Okay, no, you have to pay full. If it is 60 days, is it right? You have to assume. This is only an assumption. You are getting your amount discount 2%. If it is going to be 30 days, you are going to get 4% discount. If it is going to be 0 days, means you are paying full cash payment, is it right? You will get 5% discount. What is the question? What is the following unlikely to be the one of the risk? Now, when we are increasing the number of days, the discount level will be 0. When we are increasing the number of days, customers' bargaining power increases. No, when you are increasing the number of days, what will happen? The customers' bargaining power will decrease. Is it? No. Losing supplier to gold, yes, it is likely. It likely you will lose the goodwill. Is it? Losing, they are increasing the number of days, you are losing prompt payment discounts also. It is also likely. Suppliers increase the, definitely you are, I will say that I will pay for 90 days. If I am paying for 90 days, definitely nobody will willing to give me preference as such. Is it? The preference level will be less. The answer is what? The answer is A. Likewise, you have to understand each and every option that is going to be supported, and you should have a key basic understanding. Which two of the following are just in time? See, just in time is one of the tool with respect to inventory management. Basically, production process, manufacturing, production. That just in time means there will not be any wastage of resources, wastage of time, wastage of any. These are, it's very precisely we are working on. What are the aims with respect to? See, when you are having a just in time, by name itself says reduction in capital tied. See, just in time work very clearly with what? With the inventory. Okay, means inventory is crucial. Inventory takes a lot of capital as such. Is that you should not waste your financial resources with respect to inventory. How much you need, that much you have to plan, and that much you have to order. Neither you should have order more, nor you should have order less. There will be a real risk. There will be a margin of error will be there. It's not like that precisely, but the margin of error. What it says? The margin of error should be as less as possible. Is it right? As less as possible. You have to be very precise. Now, what are the two aims? Why we use just in time? Just in time, if we are using just in time, reduction in capital, we are not over investing in the capital. We will just precisely invest in the capital as such. How much we need, that much will. Creation of inflexible product. No, we will not have inflexible. We always have a flexible production process. Is that just, there should not be a rigid. There should not be a very specific production process. Is that? It is not the case. Elimination of all activities performed that don't. See, why we are using just in time? We are using just in time to add value. That's all. That's the basic thing. Now, when we say it is you are using just in time, what it says? Elimination of that do not add value. Definitely, what we are doing, we are eliminating all the activities. Is that? We are eliminating all the activities that do not add value. Means wastage, time wastage, resource wastage, capital invested, everything we will make sure that it will be eliminated. Lowering of inventory ordering cost. The inventory order cost will be same. Is that order cost? The more you order, the more the per each order cost. Is it right? Each order cost. It is not related to just in time. Okay. Likewise, you have to buffer. Although cash needs to be invested to earn returns, business needs to keep a certain amount available. Which two of the holding cash? See, what are the reasons? See, there are three reasons to hold cash. Okay, there are three reasons. The first one is what? We are holding the cash for the transaction purpose. That is the transaction motive. We are holding cash for the precautionary purpose. Is that precautionary motive? We have holding cash for what? We are holding cash for speculative motive. This is not been given. That, but it is one of the motives. Is it right? Now, which two of the followings are? The two of the followings is transaction motive and precaution. See, transaction motive is nothing but you are keeping cash as such. Precautionary motive is nothing but you are keeping the cash in the bank. Whenever we need, we will withdraw. Speculative motive is nothing but you are making in terms of investments, or if you need, you are going to take the overdraft for short term. Okay, that is the reason. There are three motives: transaction motive, precautionary motive, and speculative motive. Andrew is a large listed company financed by both equity. In which of the following areas of management will the impact of working capital is the smallest? See, what is the impact? With the least impact, okay? Liquidity is high impact, is it right? Interest rate management, that's what it says, rate of interest always fluctuates, is it right? Always fluctuates. We have done in terms of monetary policy, the rate of interest will be changed every 3 months. Is it 1%? Is it 100 basis points? Is it 100 basis points? Is it that is the, every time it will change. It is also highly, okay? This is also highly. Management of relationship with the bank, most important. That's very important. That's the only thing which we have. We have to have a very good rapport with the bank. Is it right? In terms of not only good rapport in terms of communication, but we should have a prompt payments. Is that on timely payments? Repayment should be on time. That's the most important thing. What is the smallest in cap is? It talks about what? It talks about the dividend policy. Dividend policy is the smallest. Craig company has sales of 200 per year and gross profit of 40%. Finished goods inventory days throughout the year with the following range. They are given the range. What is the difference? Now, 120 days and 90. All purchase and sales are made on cash basis, and no inventory of raw material work is means only it is on the cash basis. This is not only finished goods. Okay. Craig intends to finance permanent current assets with equity and fluctuating current assets with its overdraft. In relation to the finished goods inventory, assume a 360 day year. How much finance? See, what is the maximum and what is the minimum? 90. What is the difference is there between 2 days, 2 periods? Difference is 30 days. Is it right? Difference is how much? Difference is 30 days. Now, what happens? How much is, see, when you are talking about the finished goods inventory, is it right? Inventory. When we say finished goods of inventory, is it right? What is the cost of sales? Cost of sales times what is the number of days divided by 360. Cost of sales will be how much? 200 million into 40% is the gross profit margin, means how much? 60% times 30 divided by 360. 200 means 120 times 30 divided by 360. $10 million. Okay. Next. Pop company is switching from using mainly long-term fixed rate finance to fund its working capital short. See, short-term variable finance rate is right. Variable finance rate, see, is comparatively less than the fixed finance rate, long-term fixed rate. Okay, comparatively less than the thing. Now, what happens? What is most important? By clicking the relevant box, whether the following items will increase, decrease, or no change with this change in the working capital. Is it with respect to the working capital? What is the finance cost? See, long term is little bit expensive, and short term is short term. Short term means it's not every time. When you need it, you will borrow. When you don't need it, you will not borrow. This is economical. Understand what is the short term? Short term is it's not a continuously. If you borrow continuously on the short term, it will be more expensive than the long term. But short term, when you have the shortage of funds, deficit of funds, you will borrow. When there is no deficit, you will not borrow. If that is the case, Is it right? If that is the case, short-term finance, what will happen? Short-term finance cost will decrease whenever you go for a short-term temporary period. If you are talking about the refinancing, is it right? If you are talking in terms of refinancing, refinancing means every time you are going, see, refinancing means when you refinance, means it's a continuous financing, is that back to back financing. If you take back to back short term finance, is that back to back short term finance, is that the cost will increase. Is that the cost short back to back short term finance, the cost will increase. Next, interest rate risk. It is interest rate risk is basically basically see, short term is what, 90 days, is it right? Short term is 90 days. The interest rate monetary policy will also be every 90 days, is it? The interest policy will always be in the 90 days. Means in terms of the fixed rate, is right? In terms of fixed rate or in terms of the variable rate of risk of rate moving adversely and company suffering is very that is not that much evident as such. Is that? That's not that much evident. It is a no change. Overcapitalization risk. Overcapitalization risk is nothing but what? It talks about funding. Is that how your level of funding, how much your overcapitalization means you are investing more than your requirement. It will not have any effect on the basic factor as such. Okay. Next, which of the following is an advantage of implementing just-in-time inventory management? Is it? Which of the following is an advantage? Is it? Quality control cost will be eliminated. No, it is not an advantage. Is it right? Quality control cost. See, quality control cost will never be eliminated. Okay, it will never be eliminated. Monthly finance cost holding inventory will be kept constant. See, holding cost will be of inventory will be changed as the inventory is changing. Is it right? As the inventory is changing, the frequency of raw material deliveries is reduced. Again, the frequency of deliveries is dependent on how much we need. The amount of obsolete inventory will be minimized. When you are talking in terms of just in time, means see, every product will have a packing date. I am talking about consumables. Is it right? Perishables. I can say like that. Packing, and you have the expiry date. You take the Pepsi, you take water bottle, packing date and expiry date. Is that? You take milk, packing date and expiry date. Is that? The packing date and expiry date. Definitely, we will take into consideration. We will not hold. Just in time means we will see how much is done, it is needed, and how much we are going to work it out. Or what will happen? Any absolute inventory is going to be minimized whenever we are taking the absolute just-in-time inventory management. Max company is multinational company which expect to have 10 million cash deficit in 1 month's time. The deficit is expected to last no more than 2 months. Is it? Means you will have a deficit of in 1 month's time automatically. Max wishes to resolve short-term problem by issuing appropriate instrument on the money market. See, you have to remember what we have done in the previous session. Is that money markets? Money market instruments are what? The instruments which are having maximum. Is that maximum? What duration is there? 365 days, less than 1 year. Okay. Now we have to identify which are going to be less than 1 year, which are going to be more than 1 year. Commercial paper. Commercial paper is a money market instrument. Very straight away. Interest rate futures, it is a derivative, is it right? It is a derivative instrument. We'll come up to this about the derivatives at a later part. Corporate loans, long notes is a long term. Is it? Corporate loans will be long term. Next, treasury bills is a treasury bills is with respect to whom? With respect to government. Which instrument we can use? We can say that we can use commercial paper. Next, Millie company is looking to change working capital policy to match the rest of the industry. The following results are expected to in the coming. Revenue is there, cost of sales is there, gross profit. Revenue and cost of sales are assumed to be spread evenly throughout the year. The working capital ratios are with the industry 50, 42 like that. Now how many days are there? If Millie company matches its working capital cycle with the industry, what will be the decrease in the net working capital? What will be the decrease in the net working capital? Is it? Now, what happens? See the thing. We have to know. Is that what is the difference? We have to take the difference. Is it? What is the difference? Difference it is 8. Okay, minus 8. Fine. Here it is also how much? Its inventory is 10. Okay. Here it is how much? It is 5. Is it right? Now we have to calculate. Is it? We have to calculate. See inventory. What they are asking us in the net working capital. Net working capital. Inventory days. How much is the inventory days? What is the formula for inventory days? Cost of sales times n divided by 365. Is it right? N divided by 365. Okay. Next, it is in thousands. Okay. Cost of sales is how much? 12,800 times what is then? Though we have to take only the difference. Okay. We have to take only the difference. 8 divided by 365. $350,685. Receivables. Is it right? Receivables. We have to take the difference only. Is that sales times n divided by 365. How much is their sales? 20,500 times what is the difference? 8 divided by 365. 8 divided by 365. 449 300 payables. Is that cost of sales into n divided by 365. Cost of sales is 12,800 times what is the difference? 5 divided by 365. 175 342. See, what is the working capital cycle? Working capital cycle is inventory plus receivables minus payables. Okay. Now we have taken the difference. Is it right? Now what will happen? See the things. Now it will be reverse. Minus inventory minus receivables. Is it right? Plus payables. Is it right? How much is the inventory? Minus 350,685 minus 449 300 plus 175 342. It comes to how much? Minus 624 643. It is decrease. See, because we are taking the difference, is it? We are taking the difference, and we are comparing with the difference. That is the reason we have changed. How much is there? It is 624 600 approximately. Okay, approximately. Now, swap company is due to receive costing 2,500. The terms of trade is payment must be issued in 3 months time. However, a discount of 1 point will be given payment within 1 month. What is the following annual percentage cost? Ignoring the discount and paying within 3 months. Okay. It is, see, in other words, annual equivalent rate. It is like annual equivalent rate. What is the annual equivalent rate? Annual equivalent rate talks about how much? It talks about 1 plus r. Is it right? 1 plus r to the power of n minus 1. Okay, this is the annual equivalent rate formula. It is there in the book. Is it a study text you can refer? 1 plus r, 1 point. Is it right? 1 point. How much is there? We have to calculate r. Is it right? We have to calculate r. Now we see the thing. If they are giving 2,500, is it right? You just put this here. Is it? Now, I will write here. Okay. How much is the discount? If we are giving a discount for 1 month, is it 2,500 times 2,500 times 0.15? It comes to how much? 2,500 times 0.015. 37.5. Is it right? 37.5. 2,000, is it? Yeah, 2,000 minus 37.5 minus, it comes to how much? 2,500, sorry. 2,500, 0.5, it comes to minus 2,500. It comes to how much? 2462.5. Is it 2462.5? Now, what is the 2 months interest rate if you take into consideration? This is the amount. Okay? 2 months interest rates. 2 months rate of interest. Yeah, 37.5 divided by 2462.5 times 100. 37.5 divided by 2462.5 100. It comes to how much? It comes to 1.5228. Is it right? This is the value of R. Okay. This is the value of, now 1 plus 0.015228 to the power of for how many? They said, well, 2 months, not 2 by 12. 2 by 12 minus 1. 2 months, okay? It's nothing but 1.015228 to the power of 6 minus 1. Is it right? To the power of 6 minus 5228 to the power of 6 minus 1. It comes to how much? It comes to 0.9 0.0949 or 9.49%. Okay, means first you have to calculate 2 months rate of interest 1.558, then you have to calculate annual equivalent rate. Is it right? This is going to be step 1. Is it right? This is step 1. This is going to be step 2. Okay, with this we have completed what? We have completed working capital management. Okay, we have completed the working capital management in section A. Next I will start investment appraisal. Okay, thank you so much.